Hello, friends of the dragon, heir of Carthage here, and yes, we are back in the legendary Imrik campaign. I'm not going to make a huge series out of this, but you know, it seems like you all had fun when we did the video looking at it, and then I did a video following up 100 turns in, and I was like, you know what, let's just play it for a while tonight. Let's just have some fun. I really want to achieve a victory with this one because I don't play legendary campaigns that often, and when I get the opportunity to pick up a legendary win, I want to make sure and follow it through. I only need to pick up, I think, 17 more provinces, and we have to extinct clan wars, bloody hands, and exiles, all of which only have just a few settlements left. So it shouldn't be difficult. Now, Teclis's faction was killed off, as well as Elithanar, and this is since you last watched, and so I do have Teclis now as an available legendary lord, and no cheese here. I mean, I'm not doing any shenanigans. Certainly not cheesing. That is not the way I play the game, folks. So just don't judge. Okay, no judgy. I'm going to push up here towards the Valerie. Cathay is actually outside of its walls now too, or at least they were a turn or so ago. But Cathay has just roared back like the dragon that they are, which is appropriate with our dragon campaign. So the great dragon of the West befriending the dragons of the East. So it only makes sense that Calidor becomes the friend of the Cathayan dragon children. So pretty excited about all that. We have a lot going on. We got a lot going on. Let me move around the map here. So Imrik had captured the Misty Mountain and not to be confused, of course, with the Lord of the Rings, which is also a lot of fun. And we need to take Imrik and push on forward. Probably another settlement out here for clan wars. And we're going to come out here to Floating Village and take them on. I have another army that I'm working on, and whenever I picked up Teclis, he had a couple of really high-level mages that came with him, and so I've got those characters here, and we have a level up. Let's just take care of that. We'll do Shield of Thorns, and let's get all of our skill points taken care of. I'm going to take these mages and put them in a new army. I'm raising an army with a prince. Should be fun. Let's see here. By the way, I don't know if it's something you all would be interested in, but just putting this out there real quick. I go on these kicks of like painting Warhammer tabletop miniatures. I'm trying to buy like a nice lamp for my desk and something to hold the camera. And I was actually going to start making some videos about painting the miniatures. I don't even know how to play Warhammer tabletop, but I'm painting all the miniatures because I'm going to try and find out. And I figured that might be something fun for me to show you all every now and then, is what miniatures am I painting? How do I do it? Now, if you're a really talented miniature painter, you probably wouldn't learn anything from me. But if you're someone who's like, you know, I've never painted a miniature, I don't think I can do it, but it sounds like fun, I'd kind of like to be able to do it, then if that's the case, then I would recommend you watch it, because I spent a lot of time watching videos a couple of years ago and learning. And I'm not amazing, I'm not a pro, but I can do a decent job painting a miniature. And I feel like it's fun to learn. And there's, of course, a lot of good videos out there that I use to learn. I figure it might be helpful for other people who may be thinking about getting into it as someone who's new, to be able to learn from the experience from me. How much does it cost? How much time does it take? What kind of effort does it take to paint things? You know, just what kind of equipment do I actually have to have versus what kind of stuff is nice to have? So I figure it could be useful, but if it's something you're interested in, let me know. I think I'm going to do it regardless of whether people express a whole lot of interest in it, because it's just something that I want to do. But if you are interested in it, keep an eye out for it. I don't know exactly when I'll have it ready, but I am working on it. So it should be fun. At least I think it'll be fun. I'm going to do a little bit of recruiting here at Broken Teeth. I'm going to get some Sisters of Avalorn started. I'm doing some global recruitment on some dragons. And let's see here. Yeah, looks like we're in pretty good shape. We've moved our lords there. We still have a garrison lord up here, which is just captured Kolek's capital at the Challenge Stone. So Kolek getting himself embarrassed. Big giant lizard just can't fight like he used to. Yeah, the might of Safri. I have a ton of influence that I need to use as well, so we will probably use that here momentarily. Let's go. I think I used a little bit of influence recruiting a new lord a moment ago, but We're going to continue pushing here. We're going to push hard against Kolek. Oh, the challenge stone. We could put a lot of buildings here. They're just going to be very expensive, and they're going to take a long time to build. We should start off by putting stuff here that's going to help it grow and replenish troops, because those things are going to be slowed by the unpleasant climate. I also want to have an Elven embassy because I love using these to cheese influence per turn and also cheese higher tariffs. So they're extremely handy buildings. And then for my last building here, I don't have any more money, but we'll put some military construction in there. But it's hard to handle these unpleasant climates, but you can do it if you're patient enough with it. Of course, you can always hand it over to allies who are nearby, or just take other options, just raise it and keep on moving, because you'll still be meeting your campaign objectives one way or the other. So you certainly have options. Let's do the Ward of Loek here. All right, buildings. I'm not going to do any other buildings this turn. I'm going to save a little bit of cash. We'll end ourselves a turn. This has been a fun campaign, though. I mean, it just goes to show, too, like, I think Imrik was a free LC character, and free LC characters can be a whole lot of fun. Holy Dreadquake mortars. Oh, my goodness. That is obscene. Iron... Dreadquake mortar, Dreadquake mortar, Dreadquake mortar, Skullcracker, Dreadquake mortar, Magma cannon, Hell cannon. Ooh, Zhatan the Black is not happy about us coming in. Like, these Dreadquake mortars alone could KO like most of our army in a single go. Now, I have a tremendous amount of magic as techless, and I have these dragon breaths. This is going to be kind of wacky, but I kind of want to see what I can do here. Let's fight this. All right, folks, I am already over 11 minutes into the battle. As you can see, I had to dodge all of their artillery ammo as best I could. 4 Dreadquake mortars is like facing the Death Star or the Hand of God. You will never defeat that. Your army doesn't have a prayer. What are they supposedly shooting? That is another Dreadquake mortar where supposedly they have ammunition. It says it's firing. If it does fire, we need to try and dodge it. I think they're mostly out of ammo. Like I said, if we see that thing actually pop a shop, then we'll have to run for cover, but I don't think it actually has any ammunition left. So I basically baited all their artillery ammo with my single entities. You have to do cheesy stuff like that. I mean, even if it wasn't on Legendary, if you're fighting 4 Dreadquake mortars, then that's just the price of admission. They also have 3 Kadai destroyers and multiple flyers as well. They have Zhatan and then Lamasu there and Great Taurus. I mean, this is not going to be an easy fight. It's not going to be an easy fight. We need to get our spearmen well out in front to kind of bait in an enemy charge, and then we need to keep our archers well in reserve, so that they can rain down death from range, but also they won't be easily hit with a quick break through the main line. And it kind of spreads these characters out just a little bit here. Do have to worry about these Bull Centaur renders. We need to kill those. There's so many units here that we can't ignore. I'm gonna scooch up just a little bit more. They are not coming after me yet. They apparently are still under the assumption that they have the advantage here. I don't see any such advantage. Why are my spears like switching positions now? It's very odd. I'm gonna try and wheel up just inside of bow range and see if we can tempt an enemy charge here. I'm gonna push up my spearmen just a little bit, and I need to push up my sister. Oh gosh, run back from that, run back from that. Okay, pretty well dodged. That's Zhatan the Black, by the way. His magic that he's trying to go after me with, or it's an army ability, I don't remember which one, but either way, it's something I don't need. Okay, here they come, because they know I have range. At least I thought I heard them kind of maybe Like they were gonna charge, maybe not.
Vigilant.
I do have a net.
Ready.
My sisters are actually still just a hair outside of range.
At once. Setting forth.
Ever onwards.
Let's see if that sets them inside of range. There we go. That Infernal Iron Sworn is a very
None can comprehend
high
my power.
high priority target, I should say. Do you have a nice debuff here with the Enfeebling Foe? What does the Overcast do? Extended duration. Let's see how much damage they'll let me do from range. If they're gonna sit here and take it, I'm gonna sit here and dish it for a minute. Because getting whatever damage I can done from range. So don't be afraid to cheese a little bit like this in Legendary. Especially when you're up against something tough. 3 destroyers is nuts. Not to mention we have to take out Zhatan. And we have the flyers there, the Great Taurus and the Lamasu. This is worth it, in my opinion, to start wearing down some of their forces. We have a lot of sisters. So I feel like we can afford to use a little bit of ammunition here, though we don't want to use it all. We need to save a bunch for those. We need to save a bunch for other units. I'm gonna ease up one more time and kind of get right up onto the edge of their range. They got some fire glaives back here that have me ranged. I'm gonna try and get a few more of my sisters inside of range so we can get this damage done a little bit quicker. If I have sisters run out of ammunition, I'll throw them into melee. But I have plenty of units left that have ammo so that we can focus these Kadai. But I mean, killing off these Centaur renders is certainly going to be a benefit to me. They have multiple units of them, and those are strong units. Even our Silver and Guard are going to struggle to bring those down, I believe, because of their armor. We're going to absolutely wipe out the Infernal Iron Sworn, though, so that is a benefit that I'm willing to take. That's a very expensive, very dangerous unit. I probably should have laid off of it, though, just to save some ammo, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's take these sisters now that have used their ammo. I'm going to put them out here on the flanks to kind of body block, potentially, for the sisters who still have ammunition.
Making my way. Ready.
Okay, I'm going to move up the next row here.
The winds. Wielder of the winds.
I'll put a couple in far reserve here. Alright, so I'm doing some rotating of the units. Like I said, we definitely got to focus those Kadai. But I'm going to see what happens. Like, if I kill their renders, will they move another unit up and let me kill that unit? Or will they charge me? I don't know what they're up to. I mean, they're letting me dish them a ton of damage at the moment, which I am happy to give them. These guys have shields? I can't remember. I don't think they do. I'd love to kill those. No, you're wasting your ammo there. Turn fire at will off. I want to kill these Infernal Guard with the glaives. Fire glaives. They should be relatively easy targets because they're unshielded and our ammunition will pierce their armor. The shields are what's killing us on a lot of these units. These dual axes do not have shields either and would be very vulnerable. Yeah, if we kill the Infernal Guard Iron Glaive, now they're going to lose their ammunition. So I don't know what the AI is thinking sitting here taking this, by the way. This is, I mean, absolutely moronic behavior on their part. I'm happy to punish them for it. There's not many. Okay, the Fire Glaives are gone. Okay, let's back up. They're charging. Okay, Techless needs to net him. I thought I told him to net him. Okay, he's netted. Wait, how did I get netted? Sadistic Snare. Okay. Let's do a regrowth on herself. Wow, he is beating the ever-loving crap out of us. Trying to heal, but we're caught in that sadistic snare and we're getting hit by Zhatan, and he is amazingly strong right now. I'm gonna actually switch targets to that destroyer. I can't move still. Like, getting absolutely wrecked by Zhatan here. I'm gonna land this dragon and then bring these spears in to help me. It's hard to control everything because it is on Legendary, so there's no pausing or anything of the sort to help me. What is this thing attacking me? Taurus? Okay, I got Techless back. Let's go ahead and start healing him. My mage is under attack, so we need to get away from there. My Lore Master of Hoeth is getting kind of spiked right now. I'm gonna land this dragon too. Or maybe I can come back in the air now and we can go triple team Zhatan. He's still got flyers as well. We gotta kill this last destroyer. Yeah, I believe it's the last destroyer. We're taking a lot of damage. I mean, the way they just punched through my Silverin Guard is incredible.
It will be done.
But if we get rid of that destroyer, what do they got back here? This Dreadquake mortar still has some kind of ammunition. It's not a standard ammunition, but firing it at me. Okay. All right, we got rid of Zhatan.
Making my way.
Now let's start focusing some other key units. That destroyer just went down. The Great Taurus is in trouble. I'm gonna go get rid of this thing because it's shooting me with something,
My power is yours.
and I don't want to be shot by it. And I've got a bunch of Silverin Guard and other units kind of coming back in. Let's send the Silverin Guard up here to
Ready.
body block the sisters here. What are we up against? My dragon's getting the crap beat out of him. All right, let's heal that dragon, see if we can get it out of the fight. More heals we can do on those dragons, the better. Let's kill off these dual axes. And let's keep throwing units in here. This is an incredible fight. Like, I expected it to be tough, but it's even tougher than I thought it was gonna be. I'm trying to kill off that, Iron Demon back there, which I believe we are gonna eventually be successful at. I think we killed those dual axe renders. This thing, I should maybe be able to go KO that. We're getting the crap kicked out of us by, I know it's got to be that render. Let's go get on these units. These units are our biggest threat right now. Hit him. All right. I think we've got enough to pull out a victory here, especially if we can get rid of that last couple of guys. Oh, our dragons and Techless are beat up. Okay, we got rid of them. All right, sisters, pull back, pull back. I don't know if any of them are going to have any ammo left. All right, now we should be able to just focus out these last artillery units while the rest of their stuff flees. Wow. Sometimes you forget just how strong the Chaos Dwarves are, and it is very strong. These Skullcrackers, I guess it's unbreakable. Thing is an absolute tank. I was gonna say tank, it's actually more like a train. Took me forever to kill this one back here. We still haven't killed it. And look at it, all this stuff combined, and we're still barely touching this thing over here. Oh my gosh, that thing's shooting at us still. It's got a lot of kills. It's got 41 kills. It's gross.
Orders.
I guess I have a little bit of ammo left. I could try and just slay this thing with my remaining sisters. Let's hit it with a little bit of bow fire. Watch out.
One mage seeking the foe.
All right.
Going abroad.
Holy cow. Magma cannon. It's another Dreadquake mortar.
Maintaining order.
Yeah, there's a couple more Dreadquake mortars back here that we don't really want to get away. But they seem likely to get away at this point. Yeah, these things are strong. All right, there we go.
One mage.
I'm gonna try my best to kill some more of these things. Let's maybe put a Dragon's Breath on that thing, see if it helps tear it up a little bit quicker. Holy cow. This army was absolutely obscene. There's another Dreadquake mortar right there. Let's see if we can finish this guy. Turn it down. Alright, that's a kill. We definitely do not want them getting to use these artillery pieces anymore. Alright, we got that one, and we're gonna kill this last one. Woo! What an effort there. Wow, that was us cheesing that army. As one might imagine, that would have been utterly impossible for us to fight under normal circumstances.
Let them go.
That was insane. Zhatan the Black is absolutely terrifying when they come at us with all those mortars. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed that. Goodness sakes. But yeah, so even though we're a long ways in and we're technically in the snowball phase, I think there's a few things to remember here. One is I still haven't had the apocalyptic event. And I think it's going to be an Orc Law, if I saw it right. I could be wrong. So we've got to deal with that. And, you know, we've still got some powerful enemies here. And speaking of an Orc Law, Grimgor is likely going to be back, which means that I might want to have some armies in a position to counter him. Because I think he comes up at Eagle Eyries. Yeah, I think he's going to be like right back here. I have this army in the vicinity. But we'll want more if the time comes. We're able to heal some of our damage, but they've got another army sitting right behind that one, and the Valerie is a veritable fortress at the moment, so I don't think we're getting through very easily at this point. I'm going to come back here and do some healing with Teclis's army. That was insane. Absolutely insane. We have immense power with Teclis, by the way. We need to get Bowmaster. That'll help us, our sisters, do more damage and more quickly. And then whatever magic we can keep adding here, Arcane Conduit, that'll help. And then able to do more damage there. So, wow, yeah, it's gonna get interesting. I don't really want to get too overextended back behind our lines here, but at the same time, you know, like I want to keep doing damage to our enemies. Kugath? I guess so. I have the mod that allows you to recruit defeated legendary lords, and apparently it goes for AI facts as well. So these guys picked up Kugath. That's funny. Well, the auto-resolve must not think much of old Kugath there, because we were able to easily defeat him. I'm actually gonna raise the settlement, because I don't really want to hold it at the moment. And then, like I said, we may be coming up on issues here soon. I'm gonna kind of fall back and replenish. But yeah, wow. We got a whole lot going on that front. Speaking of fronts, we are now ready for High Mage to go take a shot at Karak Asgal, I believe. Let's see, I know there's Skaven there, but they were recently defeated. Yeah, there's Ikit Claw now under the control of Clan Moors. That's cool though, because we get to Pokemon some of these special things. Oh my gosh, that is so much cash. I don't need the cash, so I want to take it. So I'm going to take Karak Asgal, that gemstone mine. We definitely want that. So let's build the gemstone mine. I don't need this. Well, that building is really handy for the handmaidens. Those are good buildings, but it's not what I want here. I think that building could be handy, though. I'm going to tear these two down and build something different. I'm going to actually raise another army again. I'm raising one right here
Offer assistance.
at the moment, but that one's going to be a bit of a work in process. I've got these characters headed over to join this army, so let's...
I sense items of power.
Well, maybe we should take one of these mages and we'll build another army at Karakazga. We'll take one of those mages to this one, and then I will train a handmaiden here. We got Vigorous. Is a pretty cool one. Fecund is also good, but let's do Vigorous.
Handmaiden of Alario.
Okay.
I stand with you.
Replenish troops. All right, Imrik can go on the move. We need to continue. We've got to take out Bloody Hands. We've got to take out Scarbrand. Imrik's army has never been upgraded yet, and it probably wouldn't hurt to upgrade his army as well. We certainly have plenty of money for it. And we have this building here where we can get Sisters of Avalorn. So I may actually do that instead. So I'm going to switch over. And let's head in here and let's take a look at some of the stuff we can get here. We got moon dragons and stuff still. Let's get rid of, what was the recruiting capability? 3? Okay. Let's get rid of 3 of these archers. It is sad because these are gold chevron, but I guess I could have recruited another lord and then stuck those archers over there. But honestly, we have the money to just like start stacking up more of these far more brutal units. So there we go. We're going to start stacking up some sisters in his army.
Safari's servant.
And let's see here. Greater save crackling. I got so many characters. This is awesome. It feels like such an epic campaign. This has been fun. I didn't expect this one to turn out to be this much fun, but it has been. It's been a whole lot of fun. Let's see. Let's go with this Woundmaker. Wow, she has got some tremendous weapon strength.
I see the winds.
Speaking of, I need to be looking at equipment on some of these characters. I think some of them
Handmaiden of Alario.
don't have equipment attached. Armor of the Stars. What is the Armor of the Stars? Do you remind me? Stock and Unspottable. That could be kind of handy because she's got a bow. I picked up another Reaver bow from a past thing, so we can throw that Reaver bow. I like the Reaver bow on these Sun Shards. Immune to Desert Attrition, all units in army. That could be handy at some point. Rage, huh? Don't think... That one's no good because it's going to make us really weak. I mean, the physical resistance is really cool. Let's grab that Terrifying Mask. Look at the ancillaries. Let's pick up a Bard. Food Taster. Minstrel. Okay. Yeah, I know I needed to equip some stuff on some of these characters. So we got a lot of work to do. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this episode. Just kind of, again, just meant to be kind of a quick, fun look. So you have something to watch today. See the follow-up on it. The turns are going to take a whole lot longer now. I've still got some work done before it's a victory. If you all want, I can come back with one more episode and show you what it looks like when I do make it to victory. But it's been an interesting one. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you all soon with some more action in Total War, Warhammer 3.